So I'm Larry Schallert. I'm the Assistant Director of the Student Health and Wellness Mental Health Program here at College of the Canyons.
My name is William Diamond.
My name is Josh Spiszak.
Anxiety is a feeling that's really important to our survival.
I constantly overthink things in my head. I always kind of over exaggerate certain situations, good or bad.
And I was just like, I don't know how I'm going to handle everything that, like, college and death, and, like, I don't know how I can handle all of this. Like, and I just freaked out.
The problem is sometimes we overanalyze the threat. Our body might act as if there's a physical threat when it really isn't. It's a threat of failure or a threat of being embarrassed or ashamed, or even though it's working properly, it can distort, the level of threat, and then we can think we need to be more worried than we really need to be.
Affected really actually very poorly, because it was very tough making a lot of friends, because when you're always paranoid all the time in your classrooms or at recess, you tend to try to distance yourself from people all the time. So you're kind of a loner for a while.
So I'm constantly thinking, and usually in a bad way. I just stress myself out, like, instantaneously.
If you have anxiety, I'm always thinking you should seek professional help. But you can also do exercise is a really important thing. Learning how to breathe, in through the nose, out through the mouth. There's a whole lots of breathing techniques that you can learn, yoga and meditation and that sort of thing. But if that doesn't work, seeking professional help is really a good thing.
Well, I've always had therapy since I was 12, but I didn't actually start taking medication until just a couple of months ago.
Initially I went to, like, a regular doctor and was like, yeah, I had this weird thing. I freaked out. I, like, half passed out. Half just, like, fell on the ground and cried. And he was like, oh, that's not normal. And I was like, I thought everybody... And he was like, no, that doesn't happen to most people. You should see, like, our, like, psychology ward.
Well, the most important thing is to be able to listen non-judgmentally to them, because sometimes you may think that, hey, that's nothing to worry about. So you just kind of become judgmental about their anxiety. But anxiety can be very crippling.
People just need to come to me, I guess, to talk. I feel like if I always go up to people and talk, I feel like I'm gonna freak people out, or they're gonna think that I'm weird. So
You don't know where the anxiety comes from. You may have, the person may have been sexually abused, or may have as a result of trauma, and you never know. So listen non-judgmentally and assure them that they can recover. We know that people with anxiety can recover and do recover.
I would say the best thing to do is talk to them and try and be patient. I understand I can be, like, very ridiculous. So the best thing I would say is be patient and just talk and try and understand their point of view and try and, like, work. Because it's not easy for the person with anxiety.
We're all affected by anxiety. As I said, anxiety is a survival mechanism. The problem is we don't sometimes notice what we're afraid of. So it's an important thing to have, and we have to learn how to sort of manage it by staying in touch with what the level of threat really is. And it's not really something that's rational all the time, So we have to learn how to sort of breathe and manage our physical response and be mindful of what we're really afraid of.